GT Radio BMW, O'Sullivan.
Yeah, and Connor can throw a ton of style. I mean, he's a driver that's out there as much as he possibly can.
Zach, I got a present for you, brother. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for this weekend. Thank you for your service. Got the wing off the back of the E46. Got the whole crew signatures on there.
Oh, this is dope.
Something you can hang up.
This is dope.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're at Road Atlanta, round 2 Formula Drift. We loaded in yesterday, downpoured all day. The track is soaked. We just got out of our driver's meeting. Our first practice session starts in 1 hour. Car's ready to go. Hopefully it dries out today, but we'll see what happens. It was raining last year. I feel like every year it just downpours here, so hopefully it clears up. We have qualifying tonight, and yeah, we made some big changes to the car from Long Beach. I wasn't feeling really comfortable in Long Beach, so we made a lot of changes, a lot more caster, a lot more camber, so the car should feel a lot different, should drive a lot smoother. It's gonna be really tough to figure that out in the rain, but I think we're off to a good start. I feel like I was really struggling round 1, so hopefully we can get some points on the board this round. And car's all cleaned up from Long Beach as well. Shout out to AZ Rags. They rerouted a lot of the car. And yeah, let's see what we can do today, have some fun, and get some good wet practice. Hopefully it dries out for Saturday, but if not, we will have some more, some seat time in the rain today, going into Saturday. So. What's up, guys? We just finished up our first session of practice. It was a little bit wet our first run. For our second run, that was dry, so we got the right gear in the car. We did have to do a gear change, but other than that, the car feels pretty good. The car didn't really want to pull through all the way to the limiter and kind of was dying down a little bit, so we had our tuner Forrest come over here, and he extended the RPM red line to 8,200, so it's 200 RPM more than what we usually run. And then we also had the nitrous window a little bit longer because the car was so gripped up. It was in that nitrous window where it was on nitrous, off nitrous, on nitrous, off nitrous. So I think that's going to help us out a little bit more going into our next practice session before qualifying. But I feel good. I think the adjustments that we made for Atlanta definitely helped us out. The car feels a lot better. It feels really, really smooth. And I was dealing with like a really twitchy car in Long Beach. So definitely a lot smoother. That's what the judges want to see. And I think we have a good setup in the car. We got a good gear in the car. I think we're going to try to leave the stuff the same and just go out there, maybe mess with tire pressure or something small. But I'm feeling good, and I'm excited for qualifying and practice session. So the last couple of videos, I haven't got to talk to the camera for you guys as much. We're doing a production. It may be on Fox Nation. I'm not really sure where it's going to be streamed yet, but it's going to be called Drift Army. And the idea is to have an active duty from the U.S. Army come on to our team for each round, have him work with us in the pits, and then hopefully go see what he does every day and work with him and do some cool things. So we have Sergeant Brewer with us today. We just met him. I'm going to introduce you guys to him here shortly. We're going to have him in the pits, kind of show him what goes on throughout a Formula Drift weekend, have him change tires, nitrous bottles, fuel, whatever it is. Hopefully we don't need to change a bunch of parts. Try to keep this thing in one piece. on the track, and should be good. But I got the 240 behind me. We're going to Hyperfest next weekend. Go party with all the boys. So we have it on showcase here. The pro car is up in hot pits with the boys right now. They're just going over some things before qualifying and our last session of practice. But Louis at AZ Rags cleaned up the car a lot. We threw a couple new body panels on after Long Beach. He wrapped it in a day or so, made it super quick, and the car's looking new again. So big shout out to the AZ Rag team. Thank you guys very much, and we'll try to keep it in one piece this weekend. So this is our special guest this weekend. We got Sergeant Brewer from the U.S. Army. He's going to be joining us this weekend in the hot pits, and you excited or what, dude?
I'm stoked. Thanks for having me.
He's used to working on the big boy stuff.
Yeah,
He's ready to throw some wrenches and get down with the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, are we doing signals here? The United States Army. Oh, Sully throwing some bat signals out here. United States Army, GT Radio, BMW, Sully O'Sullivan. On the throttle, you kind of massaging that go pedal. Not the smoothest when it comes to that exhaust zone. You saw that with the attitude of the car. But violent transition there going to that last inside clip.
You see the headers glowing through the front
Right?
bumper.
Utilizing the RDL. The Wally, you can see it on top. Looks like a big like computer mohawk on top. 70.73. So a good score for Connor O'Sullivan. Sitting 18th right now. First run, 70.73. And here comes O'Sullivan, that U.S. Army BMW. Slides on into that first outside zone, past the inside clip. Did exceed that box a little bit from that first naked eye perspective, and then really in there. That's good. That was really good. I liked again that good balance of style, and he filled that outside zone. I think that was a good melding of adhering to what Wally wants and what the human judges want as well.
Yeah, and Connor can throw a ton of style. I mean, he's a driver that's out there as much as he possibly can, and he's cut his teeth really early. I'm super stoked to see the progression he's made up here in pro as well. He's always fighting for as big of a spot as he possibly can, and works incredibly hard to try and improve himself as a driver. But yeah, very stylish. If you ever see him at like a party event or a non-competition event, he can really throw it around. And liking to see these line scores coming in. Zone 3, unfortunately, not great for him. Same with Zone 6. The rest of it, I mean, the angle that he's throwing a lot of this. I mean, he's almost perpendicular coming across the last section of track there. Unfortunately, missing Zone 8. So sitting on a 77.3. It looks like up a little bit, 71.8.
What's up, guys? It is Friday, day 2 at FD Road Atlanta. We did qualifying last night. We got a 70 in our first one. I know I was way too inside, so I tried to go a little bit wider on some of those inner clips, and I went a little bit too wide on my second run. But we did get a better score, and we got a 71. We're in an okay spot. I wish we did better in qualifying. All the scores were pretty low. We ended up in 19th position, and we have Masayama in the top 32. So the boys are going over the car now, just making sure everything's good. We're kind of just hanging out today. We have autograph signings in 10 minutes, and yeah, we're just hanging out, making sure the car is all good to go for Saturday, and we got practice tomorrow morning and into the top 32. So should be fun. The car's definitely feeling really comfortable. It's gripped up. It's keeping up with some of the fastest cars on grid. So the boys are killing it. Big thank you to those guys, and let's just have some fun today, hang out with the fans, get to see all the homies, and Saturday, it's game on, baby. What's up, guys? It is day 3 out here at Road Atlanta. This is the big day. We got top 32 going on. On Thursday, we qualified with a 70 and a 71. Not exactly where we wanted to be. We ended up in 19th position, so we have Masayama in the top 32 bracket. We're gonna have a couple lead and chases in practice. Hopefully everything feels good and we're confident going into the top 32. I'm ready, the boys are ready, the car is ready. So let's see what happens today, guys.
he's going to be going up against either Matt Field or Ken Gucci. Right now, it's Wataru Masayama and Connor O'Sullivan.
All right, here we go as, yep, so Masayama in that Evangelion vehicle. Osoli diving in on the inside. Looks like he's fighting the car a little bit there. And the fangs are out there for Masayama, and now coming into outside zone 5. Gets in that dirt. That's going to hurt him. Osoli is just, I feel like Osoli is just all over him, just very sporadic driving. Osoli traditionally a little bit more smoother, definitely an aggressive driver, but I don't know, it just didn't seem signature Osoli.
Yeah, I think there's a few things that he's looking at here. He did make some contact. You see that weaving back and forth. He wants to make sure that everything is all sorted with that car. But yeah, it's going to be interesting how this plays out, because to me, Wataru, when he was in the lead through this run, seemed a little bit herky-jerky, and I think Connor really had to hang tight. So initiation is the first part where you can see Wataru. He's got big handbrake. He's hanging, he's holding, and Connor really wants to take off. Now he's got to anticipate what's going to happen. Wataru pulls a bunch of angle out and then starts to come a little bit off track, tips one wheel. Connor gets caught a bit on the inside, and that's where they make that front wheel contact. Connor just a little bit aggressive, Wataru a little bit slower, so it's tough on that pairing. And then once again, through transition, Connor does a bit better of a job through that section. So some of it is just vehicle setup. I mean, Wataru's cars traditionally are a little bit slower, a little bit smoother, more angle. I mean, a lot more of that Japanese style, whereas Connor more towards the American setup of a car, which is really fast, really bitey, and super aggressive. Connor may just absolutely walk away from Wataru.
All right, Masayama in that chase position. Yeah, I think Osoli, like you said, more bite. It's a good descriptor for Osoli and the American build. Here we go. Masayama chasing him. You can see that right there. Osoli, again, to your point, Jacob, well done by there, O'Sullivan. Look at how much power he has. Just absolutely slingshotted his way into 4 and 5 and into that 6. And finally exiting out of the keyhole, filling all that rectangle. Now coming back down the hill. That's the Osoli we really know exists. So he was in a less than ideal situation there.
Well, it's tough, so that's a great sign for him. So let's get back to this battle. Connor O'Sullivan out front, Wataru Masayama. And you can see those zone scores on the right. So you'll have to see who did a better job through different sectors of this. Connor's car definitely fast. You can see it right there. Absolute rocket ship firing up the hill. The problem with that, once again, when you're chasing, especially a slower vehicle, you've got to hold those ponies back. Connor doing a great job coming out of that keyhole. And yeah, zone 5 looked good, but yeah, solid run there. So once again, Mimicry, Wataru did a little bit better, but didn't have the same proximity. So it's going to be a tough call here for our judges as we start to stack up all those different scores. That's one of those back and forth battles for sure.
Slide him left for Masayama, right for Connor O'Sullivan, and Wataru Masayama gets the win over Connor O'Sullivan. So as decent as a lead run it was against, or O'Sullivan had, Masayama comes out on top.
What's up, guys? That is a wrap for Formula Drift Road Atlanta. Did not go as planned at all. We got knocked out of the top 32. It's not fun to get knocked out of top 32, especially when it's the second event in a row. I made too many mistakes in my chase, and I laid down a good lead, but it wasn't enough to get the win, and I know what I need to work on. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But Zach, Sergeant Brewer, that worked with us from the U.S. Army this weekend, we got a big present for him. This is a wing, a Lexan wing off my E46 trunk. It's got the U.S. Army sticker on there. I'm going to sign it along with the whole entire crew. We're going to give this to him as a gift. Zach, I got a present for you, brother. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for this weekend. Thank you for your service. Got the wing off the back of the E46. Got the whole crew signatures on there.
Oh,
Something you can hang up.
Yeah,
For sure, dude.
Oh, yeah.